Power, strength, hypertrophy. I really think that should be a template for everyone's training session. 18 days in a row, I've hit 200 kilos. That feels good to me so much because I'm able to perform at a very, very high level, near maximum weights essentially, every single day for 18 days. My body feels great, nothing is hurting, I'm feeling strong. The training sessions are like better than ever. And all I've done is I'm following this power, strength, hypertrophy template. I don't know how many times I used to hear this in the years I've been in this kind of game of trying to get stronger with the barbell. Heard it all the time. And I always thought, no, but I'm not interested in power. I'm interested in strength. I want to be strong. I don't want to be doing sprints or jumps or whatever. I just want to get good at strength. Now I've realized that the very presence of power in your training program makes you stronger as well. It really, really does. Me doing these 10 sets of 3 jumps before my squats makes the strength portion of my training better. It really is just a better way of going about training. And then after you've done the strength portion of your training, you can do your hypertrophy. So it's like one enhances the other. So it's kind of like a great synergy between these 3 elements of your training session. So it doesn't really matter what it is. You want to do bench press today, right? Start with an explosive push movement. I haven't really explored that portion of it too much. But doing something like plyo push-ups, I've messed around with that a little bit. I want to explore that a little bit more. So plyo push-ups going into bench, whatever the parameters are. And then going into, I don't know, pec flies or something like that. Get, that proper bodybuilding type of hypertrophy going. I really think like for all those days, whatever the flavor is, whatever the push-pull legs or push-pull or whatever you want to do, upper, lower, it doesn't really matter. As long as you approach your training sessions like that, I think it's the best way because it potentiates everything. So if you come in and you want to squat, do a jumping variation, something that's really explosive, really using power. That's going to turn on all of the muscles in the right sequencing. The nervous system is going to fire up in the right sequencing. When you get to the bar itself feels lighter. And you've done no weight lifting yet. You've just moved through space. So jump, squat, and then if you want to do lunging or leg extension, leg curls, whatever the hell you want to do, you can do that. It's entirely up to you. But the sequencing of doing power, strength, and hypertrophy, I'm pretty much fully convinced that is the way to go. And as long as you follow that template, you can plug in whatever you want. You can do broad jumps, you can do long jumps, you can do depth jumps, you can whatever the hell it is, as long as it's kind of in the same groove, in the same plane of motion as a squat or a deadlift or a bench or whatever else you're training. As long as you start with that, you're going to be good. It's the ultimate warm-up. I don't know why I haven't done this earlier, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, going through all the excuses that I always made. I always thought, speed kills. I was always afraid of jumping. Much heavier now than the basketball days. Thinking about angle, a knee and ankle cartilages and tendons and ligaments. I always thought, man, this is where the damage happens. The landing, the forces involved in a jump are much higher than in a squat. So I always thought, let's just move slow, methodically, through these ranges of motion, and you're going to just gain strength safely. What I haven't realized is that the nervous system doesn't like slow moving. Sure, you can omit the power portion of the workout, but the strength portion is going to be sluggish. It's going to take a long, long time for you to warm up, to wake up the nervous system. And a lot of times, you might reach your working sets and you're not really kind of fully turned on for it. And then it's kind of, all the synergistic muscles, all of the supporting stabilizers are not on because you haven't really turned on the whole system properly. I don't know what analogies else I can use, like in the world and in our life, to really describe it. I'm thinking now the lines of cars and whatever, but machines and humans are not really the same thing, really. But my existence with these 18 days has been, I've just followed this template. Even yesterday when I was feeling crap and I was getting stomach cramps, I thought to myself, maybe I should just, skip this jumping, portion of it, because my gut's feeling crap. I don't want to be jumping in the contents of my freaking bowels and stuff going up and down. Last thing I want to do is throw up. But then I thought, hang on a minute, man. Hang on a minute. The very core reason why I'm having this success is because I'm doing power, strength, hypertrophy. So let's not start changing. If you can't jump, you can't squat. If you can't jump, you can't squat. That's it. So you can squat. Okay, you can jump as well. Jump. I've basically repeated the same old thing. I've messed around with 5x5 jumps. I've done 10 sets of 3. I've done a few occasions more than 10 sets. I've done like a 12 or 15 sets of triples or whatever. On some days I've kind of felt tired. You really want to wake up. But now I'm actually thinking along the lines of, okay, I want to put some variation into this power portion of the workout. What else could I do to like really take it up a notch? Obviously, I'm also cautious. I don't want to be, prematurely doing depth jumps and putting my ligaments and tendons at, extra force for no reason. But I think the success that I've had in these last 18 days is making like this scream in my head. Okay, how do I translate into deadlifting? How do I translate that into more so bench pressing? More so bench pressing because, it's different muscles used, right? Like, deadlifts and squats are very related. They basically use the same muscles. And so, I'm kind of cautious of taking away from the squatting. If I start putting in a lot of deadlifting, I might, slow down with the squatting. Right now, squatting is the number one, thing that I'm thinking about. So the deadlifting is kind of like, maybe not so much, but benching, I try to use bands for this thing. I tried doing plyo push-ups. I like that. And then I thought, okay, maybe I can get bands introduced. And I've done like a few sessions of bands and I've freaking developed this forearm / tricep, ulnar, head, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, whatever you want to call it, sensation. I mean, it's okay now. I've kind of left it for a few days and it feels not too bad. Push-ups feel not bad at all. But I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe bands and plyo push-ups are not the same. Like bands are still kind of moving slowly. Even though it's accommodating resistance, it's still really not speed training. It's not like you're not throwing anything. I thought about getting a medicine ball, laying on my back and like throwing that up. There was this basketball drill I used to do as a kid. Sit on my bed, get the basketball and like do the whole shooting motion with the follow through and like feel the fingers, like, as we used to call it, like put your hand in a cookie jar, like, practicing the follow through. You sit down in the bed and just flicking the ball up in the shooting motion. Thought about doing something similar with a medicine ball, like throwing the medicine ball like up into the sky, as a push. It's a push. Probably plyo push-ups make more sense because it's more, similar in terms of position and whatnot. But I want to look this up and think about what else powerful type of movement that mimics a bench press I could use or do before I actually start benching. And it's all because I've had all the success with the squatting. I jump, I squat, and really that's all I've been doing. But I'm actually thinking about maybe I should add in a hypertrophy type thing. Completely hypertrophy. I've addressed the power, I've addressed the squatting. Maybe I can afford to do something, purely hypertrophy and, where I can basically yawn my way through it, right? Leg extensions, leg curls, although I'm not a big fan of that. I probably prefer lunges. Lunges probably make more sense in a hypertrophy, parameter, 20 steps or something like that, 10 each leg, that would be good. But it's something to think about. If you're listening to this and you're like, maybe I should do this, give it a try, dude. Like, I've had all the success. I'm telling you right now, I've had 18 days of freaking unbelievable health, number one. My body feels great. And I've had very, very good success. I'm able to exert a lot of force every single day. And it's, I think, purely because I've introduced this power training. Now, it's on the background, I have to really point this out, it's in the background of doing a lot of bodyweight squats. Lots and lots of volume. So maybe my body's also feeling great because of that. So this is something that I'm going to try and iron out a little bit. Now that I'm doing all of these sled drags, tire drags, whatever you want to call them, ever since I've started doing that, I haven't done all that much bodyweight squatting, because that thing absolutely ruins me. Gets me really freaking hard work. I can't do bodyweight squats after that. So right now those two things are competing, but I'm giving sled drags a really good go. Maybe that can replace the bodyweight squatting. I'm not sure. This is something that I'm kind of working on. Let's see how the body progresses. Anyway guys, that's all I got for you today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Right now you're going to watch some videos of us going to basketball today. It was some more fun. Some of you guys enjoy watching the basketball footage. Here's some more footage of us pretending like we're NBA basketball players. Appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace out. Golden State Warriors training facility. This feels like a video game. NBA Live 2005.
I made a couple shots.
Welcome to the Patience Actions training facility.
Sponsored by Bill.
I want 10 trays from you. Ready?
Two out of 4. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 6. Started off strong. Nothing in the tank. 2 of 7. 2 of 8. No legs there. 3 of 9. 3 of 10. He must have done 200 earlier today. I just zoomed in on the shooting motion. Oh, there we go. Nah. Oh no. There we go. Oh, now he's making them. Resurgence. Rising Phoenix. No. False alarm, there's nothing there. He's done. He's cooked. Last one. Bob Cousy. Oh! Toughest shot made.
Here comes the franchise player, Kevin Garnett. Oh, it's supposed to be rebounding and recording? Watch out. KG from the elbow, delivering the goods. What a specimen, what an athlete. 6'11", wingspan 7'3", defensive player of the year. Wow, look at the stroke. Look at the purity.
One hand.
Look at the bald spot. Good miss, good miss. Oh, you got it. Franchise.
Spirit is back, baby. Back.
Steve Francis. #1 draft pick. All the scouts are out watching this phenom perform. Wembanyama. Bowling Shane.